WXII 12 News at 11 starts right now.
Right now at 11, Triad officers under review for their use of force during an arrest at a hotel.
A typical trip to school takes a terrifying turn for nearly a dozen children when their bus flipped over. What we've learned about this crash.
And I looked down this embankment and I thought I saw a tire sticking up, and I just felt like that wasn't normal, something wasn't right.
It is the delivery route that changed the life of a local Amazon driver and probably saved the life of an elderly woman. Why so many people are calling this driver a hero tonight.
But first tonight, people in Greensboro had an opportunity to hear about what's happening in the city directly from public safety leaders.
Let's go to Kara Peters. She joins us live tonight in Greensboro from Bennett College, where that event was earlier tonight. Kara, was there one issue or topic that people who went tonight kept bringing up?
Well, Kenny and Christine, many of the questions and issues raised tonight were all centered around crime, and specifically the March 29th hit and run incident that injured 15 people, several of them North Carolina A&T students. And tonight, residents and students had a chance to directly ask their questions to police and community leaders on exactly what happened that night, and also to discuss what to do in the future to prevent further violence at social events.
People got run over with cars, and each one of your officers had to be affected by that.
I have attended parties. I have attended the party that happened where some of the students were run over. And although I didn't witness it myself, there have, many people have mentioned, been instances where the students have been harmed or injured or even killed at some of the events that have been hosted at the school or off campus.
We know that there's always going to be these events that draw thousands of people. And so what we have to do is start planning now with folks. We can't wait until the week before or the day before to ask for that assistance.
We don't want to know what you're doing so that we can come shut it down or police it or manage it. We just want you to be safe. That's our priority, and we can do that if we're working together.
Chief Thompson also gave updates from the police department addressing both violent and property crime in the city. The city has seen 13 homicides so far this year, as compared to around 20 this time last year. Greensboro Fire, Guilford Metro 911, and the city's Office of Community Safety each provided updates within their own departments, addressing staffing shortages, new programs, and technologies to better connect with the community. And we also learned tonight ALE agents stepped in a day after that March 29th incident, finding several violations with alcohol, controlled substance violations, as well as weapons. We also learned that 9 people were charged related to not allowing conduct and providing unlicensed armed security. We are live tonight on the campus of Bennett College in Greensboro. I'm Kara Peters for WXII 12 News.